My piece is a piece that I've done from a tree that came down just across the way on the estate here. It's a yew tree that was blown down in a storm last winter, and I did this piece specifically for the show here. It's a large piece. It's called The Silent People. It represents the people who haven't a voice. It can be anybody really. It could even be ourselves, that we, when we don't speak up on something, or just people who provide things for us in the background. And it often happens here, even at Carton House. You see, things are provided here and the services and things are looked after very well, but the people who do all of the looking after are pretty much invisible a lot of the time. And that happens to be the way it is with a lot of things in our lives, I think. It could also be people who don't have a voice, who are repressed or oppressed. So it was a yew tree, which is probably one of my favourite types of wood. Yew tree are very slow growing. It's my favourite tree because the wood has a lovely rich character. The grain is beautiful and the character of the wood is beautiful. I have treated it, I've left it fairly rough. The idea is that the expressions they're not defined. The silent people are not people who you recognise very easily. Their faces, they're a bit obscure maybe. They're in the background a little bit. So their expressions don't speak directly to you, but they're there. Their presence is what it's about. They're present, but they don't have a voice. And to work on this, I worked with chainsaws first of all to rough out the shape, to take out the shapes roughly first of all, and then it got down to other tools, hand tools, the finish is left deliberately a little bit rough, which doesn't bring out the grain maybe to its best potential, but it's about the expression that I'm looking to capture here, that expression of vagueness as well. Looking at the tree initially, there were lots of ideas came to me, but it seemed like it seemed like a sort of a journey that you go in one direction, and once there were three trunks or stems in the tree, so it became a trinity tree, and 3 being a special number. It developed that way. It's terrific to be here. I love exhibiting. Last year I exhibited a piece, and I did a piece specifically for the show, and I just love having a piece in the exhibition here. The environment seems to elevate the work, and the work seems to elevate the environment, and it's just a beautiful place to be with this exhibition.